I'm always looking for a new challenge. And one of the things on my list is building a bitchin' flat track race bike. So we're on our way to check out a Harley Sportster, the old school choice for flat trackers.
Finding the perfect Sportster for this project is Cameron's deal.
Yeah.
He's taking me back to his old stomping grounds, Arizona.
All right, Cameron, we're in your back door. Hey, no, we're not in my back door. We're in my backyard.
I gotta be honest with you, Sportster is one of my favorite bikes. Back in the day, Harley Davidson had to come up with a model to compete with the British
Compete
bikes.
with the imports.
And
yeah,
a little
the
small,
imports and
nimble
the
bikes.
British,
And
yep, because they were coming.
kind of America's first muscle bike.
The Harley Davidson Sportster was the bike of choice for flat track and dirt track racing back in the 60s and 70s.
That was the nice thing about the Sportster, too, was you could change it up. The customization, if you can think of it, somebody can fabricate it, and you can get it onto a Sportster.
The bike I found is a 1979 Sportster. It's going to be an ideal bike to completely change around.
It's right here. Old school. It's old school, and I like it.
Boy, you can tell this is a guy who really likes to build stuff.
What do you think he's got in the backyard?
Well, if that sign has anything to say about it,
I'm calling the bluff.
read the sign.
Let's just check it out real quick.
Peek, but don't touch.
Real quick.
Oh, jeez.
All right, he's got some toys. We're gonna check it out.
Okay, you're on your own.
Yeah, he's got a few toys. I'm doing it.
I'm too old for this. Too old.
Hey, Cameron, he's got a whole bunch back here.
I can't hear you. Blah, 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 blah.
Shit, we could have some fun back here.
Zach?
Hey, Cam, he's got a whole bunch of sand rails back
No,
here.
just get on this side of the fence, man. Come on. Oh, boy, here we go.
Hey, man, how's it going, man?
Not
Kevin.
too bad. Kevin, Cameron, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
We hear you've got a Sportster for sale.
Yeah, I got a few bikes, yeah.
Okay, and my partner, he hopped the fence and he's looking around out back. I apologize. I hope you're not gonna shoot him when he comes through the fence.
I have shot people for less.
I'll bet you have.
Let's go out here to the toy box and check out
Let's
what we
go to
got.
the toy box and we'll see what Zach's up to.
What's up?
Of course.
Had to find one of my toys. How's
Hey,
it
man,
going,
I'm sorry
bro?
for intruding on your stuff. I just couldn't help myself.
You know, I built that for a 5-year-old.
Did you?
And there was one sitting in it, so that's okay.
Here we go. I haven't got to do much to it. It was just a project.
Okay. So tell me, give me a little story about the thing.
79 Sporty, 1000 cc. It's a solid bike. It's all there.
And when's the last time it's been started that you know of?
I actually turned it over. I mean, it does turn
okay.
over.
So you actually did turn over.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's all there.
It's a solid start.
The first thing we're gonna wanna do is tear this thing down. Go all the way to the frickin' bottom. Complete rebuild, and then that way it's got the best of both worlds.
Kevin's price for the bike is actually pretty fair at $1,500. But there's one deal I want to see if I can swing.
For $1,500, there's a little wagon over there. And with the, looks like a Briggs & Stratton.
Mm-hmm.
Is that little thing cool or what? Old school wagon with a lawnmower engine. It's pretty sweet.
Is it possible we'll go the wagon and the sports for $1,500 even out the door?
Can't do it.
What can you do for both?
I'd need 500 for the wagon.
$500 for the wagon.
Well, it's worth a shot.
We can't do $500 for the wagon, and we're $1,500 straight for the Sportster. We do 14.
I'll give you a break. I'll give you 14.
Oh, great. Okay. So we'll do 14.
So you're gonna pay in blood or cash?
We're gonna go cash this time.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah, cash time.
Blood would have been if the dog was on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Thank you, man.
Sounds good. Let's
Cal.
go.
Now that I've got the bike I want, there's something I need to do before creating my design. A little research.
And this is my kind of research. Flat track veteran Danny Walker is going to show me how to flat track.
Nice.
Learning how to flat track, that's going to help me build a better motorcycle.
Thank you. Ready to be a dirt tracker?
I'm ready. I'm ready to try to be a dirt tracker.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Our goal for today is to not hurt you.
No, hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's young, he'll heal.
Racing on a dirt track goes way back. Flat track is the oldest and most traditional motorcycle racing series in America.
I'm pretty good on a dirt bike, so I'm gonna test my luck on the flat track.
Go get him, Zach.
Yeah? Well, it's not as easy as it looks.
Easy now.
Good, good.
Whoa, that was close. But he's still up.
This technique is 100% different than riding just a street bike or a cruiser. Some of his things that he's struggling with are just falling forward, a little bit too happy with the throttle. All those things equal up to bad things happening when you're riding a flat track bike.
Once you actually do a good job, which was very few, it's killer. I'm loving every minute of it. You know, you start to realize why these guys spend all this dough, don't make any money racing. The moment you get a clean, solid slide, you're like, okay, I can do this all day long. After flat tracking today, there's no question I want to build a flat track bike. I plan to sell this bike by getting in front of a whole bunch of flat track fans at a place called Chowchilla Speedway. But their last event of the season is 2 weeks away.
Chowchilla, 2 weeks away. Your track record?
Well, I never said it was easy.
So bright and early the next day, let's go. I'm getting my guys going.
All right, team, assemble.
The man with the plan.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're building a flat tracker.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We're gonna take this Sportster, make it a race-ready dirt tracker for the street and the track.
What I learned out on that track is the bike's gotta be fast, but it's also gotta be nimble. So our first key element will be pulling all the heavy stuff off the bike and replacing it with lighter material.
We're gonna change up the wheels, so we reduce the weight, go around the track fast, lay it on its side, have a good time.
Then we're gonna improve its ride and handling by putting on a new, modern Sportster front end. And a new monoshock setup in the rear that will be better and lighter than the old dual shock setup. Then we need to tune up and improve this 30-something-year-old engine, and we're off to the races.
That to this, that's going to be cool.
The perfect way to let people know about this bike is putting it in front of hundreds of fans at the Chowchilla Speedway. But the end of the race season is coming up, so...
Okay, deadline. We got a lot of time here. 2 weeks.
With old engines like this Ironhead Sportster, parts sometimes can be hard to find, and we really don't know how long it's going to take to get them in. So 2 weeks isn't a lot of time.
Pucker factor 9.3.
Oh, yeah. I know it's short. 2 weeks. So let's get this thing built on the track and ripping it. Jimmy, handling fabrication as usual.
Reworking all that metal means the majority of this job is gonna fall on my fabricator, Jim. His to-do list includes stretch a swing arm and convert it and the frame to a monoshock, build a seat frame, finish a seat frame with Zeus buttons, fabricate the battery box, fabricate and pressure test the oil tank, mount the shock reservoir, mount the front end, fabricate the number plate and fit the headlight to the number plate. Whew, I'm out of breath.
2 weeks? This is a lot of fab work. But I guess that's what I get paid for, so I'll just have to do it.
Smells like you got a lot of work.
Nah, not that bad.
Lucky for me, Jim's got a great attitude.
Let's get started.
And Cameron's job is to find me some more motorcycles.
Zach's asked me to start looking for some quick flip bikes, something that won't take a lot of work. So I'm meeting up today with Ronnie and David. They own a little shop. I'm gonna see if they've got some nice, quick, easy, flippable bikes to sell. Hey guys, I'm Cameron.
Ronnie.
Ronnie?
David.
David, pleasure, man.
Pleasure.
So it looks like we got some bikes out here, man.
Yeah, take a look.
Sweet. It's just that classic look. What do you think you'd be asking for? Ballpark.
If someone came up to me with $12,000, I would sell it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not quite what we're looking for. We're looking for something raw. Let's check out what else we got.
This is a 1966 Sportster.
What do you think you guys would want to try and get for this one?
I'd probably say around $12,000.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent, man. I'm starting to realize that Ronnie and David just don't quite have what I'm looking for. I'm about ready to call it a day. Wow. And that's when I saw it. This looks like something we could turn and flip pretty quick. Is this for sale?
Everything I have is for sale, man.
Excellent. I cannot wait to get back and show the guys what I've bought. Okay, guys, even for us, I think I've gotten a nice, quick flip unit.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, check this out.
R01E03 retirement home?
Hey, a couple years, I'll be needing one of these.
This is your excursion. This is what you bring back.
They didn't have anything worth having except this.
Are you joking me?
No, you are the king of designing. Let's see what you can do with this. I see the wheels turning already. No pun intended.
You know what? At first, I was going to be mad. I was like, what the hell is this? But then, this is genius. Cameron, best buy yet.
What are we using this for?
Okay, internet, recliner racing. Guys are taking recliners, taking the chairs off, mounting them on there, and racing them in recliners. So if we can find another one of those, a couple of recliners, we've got recliner races here at the Nest Shop.
Whoa! All right, there's got to be rules about these electric chairs in here.
All work and no play just plain sucks. We're busting butt to get this flat tracker done, but after hours, why not have a little fun?
We're gonna have the first annual Nest recliner races. It's gonna be hilarious.
I'm gonna get a chair, and we're gonna do this race.
Oh, definitely.
Cool, dude. This absolutely has to be the best idea I think Cameron actually had.
It's on, Cameron!
Let's go.
It's on!
The majority of the work on my Sportster build is going to be laid on my fabricator, Jim. But lucky for me, Jim's always up for the challenge.
Okay. 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 Okay.
He's just a generally really happy guy.
Bro, hey.
Even when things aren't working.
Oh.
Maybe it's a secret weapon.
It's tater tot time.
What's for breakfast, tater tots?
Yeah, you want one? Where's my tater tots?
I'll even bet a build of this magnitude won't phase him.
If you quit following me around, Jesus. Okay. Oh, okay.
Jim's already knocking down his list.
He built a rear subframe, battery box, and oil tank,
And I'm filling with air,
which he already pressure tested for leaks.
so it's okay. There's no leaks in it, which is what happens if you're either a professional or you're lucky. In this case, I'm one of those. Okay.
Now I need him to lengthen a part of the rear suspension called the swing arm.
So I guess let's extend the swing arm.
How
Put the hook through.
much longer you want to make it?
About an inch. What do you think?
Okay.
Extending the swing arm creates more space for the monoshock and helps stabilize the bike on those flat track slides.
Okay, let's get Zach's approval on this. Hey, here's your swing arm.
We got to shorten it a little bit.
Huh?
I think it's a little too long.
What?
I think the swing arm's a little too long.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you want me to take an inch out of it?
Yeah.
Done.
Do you see how unshakable this guy is?
Done, like that.
As busy as we are with the Sportster, you can't say no to an opportunity with Red Bull. They are, by far, the biggest name in action sports.
This victory highball's for Corey Martinez, who is a Red Bull rider. Corey's a BMX guy. He's at the top of the game. He loves bobbers, and he loves sport bikes. So we're doing a mix between two.
So are we doing this as a showpiece?
This is a rider. It's no showpiece. It's going all the way across the country. So we got to build it fast, build it right. with no time, you know, just the usual.
Corey's gonna ride the Victory halfway across the country. What we've been asked to do is customize the Victory and add a mount for Corey's BMX bicycle.
He's got a Signature Series bicycle with United Bikes with a bitchin' paint. So we're gonna match that paint with this.
The two challenges are making the bike mount very sturdy for a ride across America and color matching our look with Corey's signature color.
I'm stoked and honored to do this project. Corey's an awesome guy. Red Bull's obviously an organization you always want to do something for. So to be a part of this, I'm juiced.
Jim!
Dude, what's up?
Figure I'd line you up a little bit.
Line me up.
Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Jolly Jim is still making his way through the Sportster. But there's a critical part I need to get out for paint today. Let's go to number plate. I've designed a clean and different number plate that will be on the front of the Sportster. But first, Jim needs the right measurements so we can cut the sheet metal and build it.
Show me what you want.
All righty. Where's
nice
tape
bit.
measure?
Right here,
Oh, thank you.
in my toolbox.
All right, Jimmy, I'll see you in a few.
A few minutes after Zach left, I noticed my tape measure was gone. I've been running around the whole shop looking for my tape measure. Where's my tape measure? I like that tape measure. I know he borrowed it. Yeah, there's some tool seats around here. And I can't work without my tape measure. Bite me.
Meanwhile, I have my first crisis on the Red Bull bike.
Of course, you know, just when you think everything's going smoothly, it's going nice, you're confident, I get a call from the painter. We're trying to match Corey Martinez's Signature Series translucent orange. It's a real cool color, but it's also extremely difficult color to match. And we had some issues with matching it, and it's just not perfect. It's kind of a code red mode, so we're heading to my painter, Steve Ferrone, right now. He's gonna spray it all weekend, and we'll make it just in time, hopefully.
Hey, Zach.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Going well. But yeah, so basically, instead of that translucent orange, what we'll do is we'll switch it up and let's do like a matte silver, matte gray base. Gloss black panels just following the natural lines of the bodywork. I hate to do this to Steve, but it's Thursday, and the Red Bull people are coming Tuesday. Oh, did I mention they're bringing an entire film crew? Thanks, brother.
All right, bro.
Thank you, man. This is the worst possible scenario, but it has to be ready, has to be done.
See ya.
Being that the deadline's days away, I'm a brick.
I'm working on this number plate, which Zach wants to get out to paint today, but I'm at a big disadvantage. Zach wants this out by 3:30, but he won't give me back my measuring tape that he borrowed yesterday. I know he borrowed it. I'm starting to get pissed that I can't work without my tape measure. So I don't know. It may not go by 3:30 if he's gonna be a like that. Now, if I had a tape measure, I could wrap it right around here, but no. I have to use this funky old one that he tried to pawn off on me as mine. He snuck back here and put a phony tape measure in the box over here thinking I would think it was mine, like I don't know my own tape measure. This piece right here is gonna wrap around the number plate. These two pieces will be on the right side, these two will be on the left side, like this. Oh no, I laid that out wrong. Son of a bitch. How'd I do that? This is off center too. Son of a bitch. New plan. And here that's still wrong. I just want my tape measure back.
With two deadlines coming up fast, the whole shop is crazy busy. But when Jim's around, there's only one thing I keep hearing.
This is not my tape measure.
Huh? Listen, I borrowed Jim's tape measure, but I brought the damn thing back. Of course, Jim can't find it, so he's blaming me.
This is not my tape measure.
I know it's not your tape measure.
What'd you put it in that box down there for?
What, I didn't put that in the box.
Okay, I see how it's gonna be.
I guarantee you went and ate some tater tots or something and got off job.
No,
and
because it was
something,
after
drinking
that. What'd you do with it? That's how you make your money.
That's how I make what? Stash and tape measures?
It's not here. You must have took it somewhere else.
I didn't hide the damn thing. When you get old, you just start forgetting things. Start blaming the younger guys. You know, I didn't take his tape measure. He lost his tape measure.
You trying to slough off this cheap tape measure in place of mine. He'll rue the day he screwed with me.
So Zach wants to sell the Sportster in Chowchilla. For me to do that, I need to go into the motor and see what's going on and see what I have to rebuild. This thing is filled with oil. For some reason, the engine's full of oil, which is a little odd. I don't know why it is this way, because the oil tank was full when we picked up the bike, so there may be an underlying issue that I haven't found yet. Oh. Well, there's the problem. We got a huge hole in the transmission case.
How we looking, B?
Well, good news and bad news. Well, bad news.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the case.
A hole in the case?
Hole in the case.
In a structural area, or?
Well, you can see right here.
That was a hard hit.
At some point, someone took a hell of a ride and the transmission gear broke.
This not only screws up our deadline, it can affect the bike's reliability. Bottom line,
The engine's gonna be a lot more work than we thought.
When it broke, it came to a stop pretty fast.
Damn.
The only choice is to fix the transmission case and move forward. But that's another metal issue.
Let's just weld it up. Weld up the hole, grind out the inner, one thing after another, huh?
Another one.
And guess whose list just keeps getting longer?
after a long day cranking through 2 major builds, a little playtime's required.
This is just trying to build this recliner race Cameron, and it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Seriously, this thing is such a pain in the ass.
Hey, Lynch.
What's up, man?
How's it coming, man?
Fatal rule number 1, showing the enemy the ride already, huh?
Nah.
Hey, you sat in yet?
No.
Is it stable?
Pretty stable. All I got to do is just pop the rocker out of it, so it'll just be a flat base. Well, I'm kind of done showing off a little bit.
This thing's a pile, man.
All right, man. Now all I got to do is learn how to drive the damn thing.
Cameron's trying to intimidate me by showing me his chair, but now I know I'm gonna smoke him. He's gonna be picking up the dust of his beard after this one. No chance. No chance in hell.
We're now on a serious time crunch with this Red Bull build. My painter Steve killed it, brought the paint, it's perfect. And our mechanic Ben finally finished the fabrication on the bike racks.
Solid. Yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
No.
But this is a very hard deadline.
The Red Bull crew is picking this up tomorrow morning and immediately driving across country. The problem is a lot of parts still need to be sandblasted and powder coated.
The good thing about sandblasting is just about anyone can do it. And I got just the right fool for the job.
Hey, Jimmy. We're losing air over here.
You got air. You just farted, didn't you?
No, this ain't, it's not working anymore.
You probably smoked the compressor. You can check the fuses. If it ain't a fuse, we're screwed.
Zach just left for 2 minutes and the thing's broken.
I guess we can't let you work around here. Nice, go on, bud. Go get Kevin King. He likes it.
So Kevin King's a guy who manages all the operations here at Arlen-Ness. Kevin's a former cop, so you don't want to bug Kev if you don't have to, but he's the guy who'll know what to do.
I'm guessing we just overheated this thing, so hopefully it blew a couple of old-style fuses in addition to tripping the circuit breaker. You go Home Depot and replace these for me?
Yeah.
Just hoping that's it.
Okay.
So Lynch is getting a couple fuses, and as soon as he gets those back, we'll throw them in here and see if we can't get this thing lit back up. We promised this build for Red Bull tomorrow morning, so it's gonna get done. Not delivering on this bike is not an option. We'll get it done.
I seriously can't believe it. Zach's gone 5 minutes and compressor breaks down. Why does this always happen to me? Hey, Jimmy, I don't know what's going on with this thing.
So we got a setback on the Red Bull bike. The compressor blew a fuse while we were sandblasting parts. Once Lynch gets back with the new fuses, we'll get this thing operational. I may have to turn this compressor over by hand, but we'll get it done. So we've got the new fuse installed, but there's still a problem with the safety switch. So somebody's going to have to stand here and manually hold it in.
Get some duct tape. We can put something manually in there.
I want to stand here in case there's a problem with it.
It's gonna be a while.
Yes, I know.
Kevin's not the kind of guy to stand there and hold a button for just any client.
I'm guessing I'm going to be standing here with a hand cramp for the next couple hours at least.
This isn't a high-paying job. It's high profile. Red Bull's a major player in action sports. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars a year getting their brand out there. I want our brand right beside it.
Did I mention they're coming to get this tomorrow morning? Today's the day. The Red Bull guys are coming to pick this bike up around 10 a.m., and we have a long way to go. The compressor issue cost us some time, and we have lots of assembly to do. And what do you know? The guys show up right on time.
Hey, B. Zach. Hey, Red Bull's on.
How are you? Good to see you.
You guys remember Paul?
What's up, Paul?
How you doing, man? Again, man.
Again, so we're on the home stretch.
We're psyched to see it all put together.
Yeah, man, happy to have you guys here. On the bike, it's really, we're just putting the final piece of the puzzle together.
What kind of time frame are we looking at today?
We're looking, I think we only got 2-3 hours left or so. We're almost there. So.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I guess that 2 or 3 hour time frame was a little optimistic. We got a lot of work done, but we sure don't have a finished motorcycle. But this is a high-stakes project for us. I aim to have a long working relationship with Red Bull, so I have to deliver perfection. And that takes a while. But with assist from Kevin, Wayne, and even this guy, we finally crossed the finish line.
All right, guys, well, she's done. Front to back, we touched pretty much damn near everything. It wasn't the easiest, but we got it done. I couldn't be happier with the way this bike turned out.
It's got the clean look I wanted, and changing the paint color only made it better.
And she's on her way, and I need a drink. Getting the Red Bull bike done is a huge relief.
I've finally got a full crew working on the Sportster. So now Lynch and Cameron can spend their day off on, what else? The recliner race.
Watch your fingers. You get it?
Hands it to you, then he tells you it's hot.
Okay.
So I saw what Cameron was working with, and I'm not losing this race.
So he's to chip off the old block.
So I got Pops involved, and we got a little trick up our sleeves.
This is stuff that I used to do, where we'd take a stock Sportster and throw in our drag bike and go out and race. And he's basically doing the same thing. He's cheating.
I figured going up against Lynch, rules will be sketchy at best. So I started in on today's training regimen. I'm glad we're not racing in reverse. It looks like crap, but if it holds up, all Lynch will see is the back of the chair as I'm going across the finish line.
Cameron thinks we're going to use the hover round. Thing topped out about 7 miles an hour. That is a Yamaha 80 motorcycle. We're going for, what?
40.
40-ish. So, good luck, Cam. Cameron doesn't know what he even signed up for.
Why is this one being so tough?
I don't get a day off.
I need to finish my Sportster so I can sell it at the flat track races at Chowchilla.
And things are starting to get pretty weird with my fabricator, Jim.
Well,
First, he put the monoshock on the bike wrong.
It's the other way around. Yeah, flip it around.
No. And then he put it on wrong again.
You don't like that? Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
The only other
sorry,
guy in the
I wasn't
room.
paying attention.
Yeah, I figure with all the problems going on.
Now what's the matter?
You get a level?
Yeah, I do. Why? You ain't using it, though.
What's up?
I said nothing.
It's been like this since he lost his tape measure. And of course, he's blaming me for it.
Right where you want it, isn't it?
No.
Then he put the Zeus button fasteners on the tail section exactly where I didn't want them.
Exactly where the graphic wanted to go.
I thought you wanted a hot rod, not a pretty bike.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is now. We're kind of screwed.
I ain't changing it.
Is this all because of a stupid tape measure?
Nice.
Do you remember?
I'm running out of time to get my Sportster done, but I've still got a major distraction over a very minor tool.
Hey, did you really not take Jim's tape measure?
Dude, do I need to go over this again?
He seriously talks about it every day.
I didn't steal a damn tape measure.
Well, what, since then?
Oh, it's been a storm. We gotta give him a tape measure, but we gotta give him the tape measure.
Well, basically now, let's make it bright enough to where he can't lose it.
Let's bedazzle that.
And you think that's gonna lift the curse?
Let's hope so.
The goal is to make this thing as ugly as possible so nobody will steal it.
Okay.
How you doing, Jimmy? Did you ever find your measuring tape?
No.
You lost that thing?
Is that plastic?
I did not lose the measuring tape.
I did not lose the measuring tape. Yes, you did.
Well, me and Zach got you a present.
A donut?
Yeah.
Holy there's a big boy. Oh. Okay, thank you, guys. Look at this, boy.
Okay.
Okay. Are these real diamonds?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I'm putting about 10 grand into this bike, and I know the perfect marketplace is the Chowchilla flat track races, which is only a few days away.
Okay, thanks, guys, for the tape. Now I could get back to work.
All right, Jim.
I really hope this turns things around with Jim. And wouldn't you know it, the tape measure lifted the curse. In just a couple of days, Jim finished everything on his list. But I still don't know if we're gonna make my ambitious deadline. We now only have one day to put this whole bike together. But the really scary thing is dealing with an engine that's taken a real beating.
We thought the Sportster had a solid engine, but the fact is it needs a lot more work than we thought.
Brian took the whole thing apart and found a bunch of internal damage.
Filled with oil.
That meant fixing the transmission case and ordering a bunch of new original parts. The last piece of the puzzle is connecting the clutch cable.
Got it?
Oh. Brand new clutch cable just broke. This literally will make the bike not move anymore. A brand new clutch cable that we had to special order in because nobody carries clutch cables for a 1979 Sportster. This could potentially be the game ender that doesn't make the race.
Not what we want right now. This is a live or die situation for this bike.
So it seems like a good time to bring in my dad, Corey, to see if he has any ideas.
I mean, we used to stock those. You know, it's just been a long time.
I wonder if we had another cable.
You can see if we got any other Sportsters around here.
We've come to a point where there's really only one option. This is the Arlen S Museum. It's pretty much the history of modern bike customization. My dad has given us permission to do something we don't do very often. Borrow a part from one of the old NES classics.
Who would have one of these?
Oh, here's one.
Will that work?
Maybe.
I think that might be it. We might have found our donor.
Only at our place would you find a 70s Sportster that looked like it was designed on acid, that has the one part you need.
There is no clutch cable available. The only place there is one is on this bike right here that happens to be in the museum.
Hopefully it's gonna go.
Your petcock's tight and everything, right?
If the clutch cable we got from the museum doesn't work, we're screwed.
Home stretch. All right, here we go. Son of a bitch.
It's flooded.
Man, that was close. So glad that it started.
Thank you, everyone. Good work. We'll hit the track tomorrow.
Wasn't easy, but it's damn well worth it. This thing is bitchin'. When we first got this 1979 Sportster, it looked like it hadn't run since '79. It was old, it was dirty, it was just plain old broken down. We took it and we built it with a purpose. We built it to be a flat tracker. For the front end, we took a late model Sportster front end, threw it on this old Sportster, throwing Race Tech internals in, giving it a way nicer ride. For the engine, we did a complete overhaul. Took that old rusty engine apart, added bigger displacement, bigger pistons, and an overall good race finish. For the rear suspension, we went from a dual shock to a monoshock setup, giving it a better look, improved ride quality, and reducing the weight of the motorcycle. The original Sportster was a light and nimble road bike. We took that same light and nimble mentality and made a flat tracker by increasing the performance, increasing the ride height in the suspension, and overall, a way better looking machine.
This bike has to blow Chowchilla away. I need to sell it for at least 20 large, or I'm 10 grand in the hole.
Our plan is we're gonna have a pro racer take our bike on the track and see what she can do.
Fire it up.
But pretty soon, my worst fears are realized.
That's what happens when you put a bike together in a day.
I knew we were rushing into this, and now we might be paying the price. We're at Chowchilla flat track races with hundreds of potential buyers. But my 70s Harley Sportster is not happy.
We didn't really have enough time to tune the engine.
It's not pulling enough fuel right now. Yeah, because see, as soon as I choked it, you didn't give it more fuel, it stops popping.
The bike is coughing, so the only way to fix it is rejet the carburetor. Should take us about 30 minutes. We'll get the car back on, hopefully before the race. Run it and see what it does.
I think I made enough adjustments and changes that I think it's a lot better.
Much better. Wouldn't have done that before.
But our problems won't go away.
What the hell?
Oh, we're dead.
All right, we need battery bolts.
Ugh.
The battery bolt backed off and completely cut out. We had no power. Luckily, one of the guys here was super cool.
All I could find.
Had an extra bolt, we threw it in. If it wasn't one thing, it was another. Now we fix one thing, another thing screws up.
All night long, going through, getting it here, and then we get here, and then it's running like.
The races have started, and I really need this bike out there so I can sell it. But not if it isn't ready. We're gonna give it one last test.
Brian made some minor jetting adjustments, and we're gonna give it to our buddy Ryan Foster. He's the pro who's gonna take this thing around the track.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I can't wait to ride it.
This is the last shot.
If this bike doesn't run like hell, I'm taking a 10 grand hit.
We know it's got some issues, but on a race application, once you get it up into the higher RPMs, maybe this thing will behave well enough we can get a couple of laps in. It'll kind of be up to him to tell us whether it's ready to go or not.
Last call for flat track entries. Last call for flat track entries.
Time's almost up. And if I don't get this bike on the track right now, there's no sale, and I'm screwed. But then, when Ryan comes back on 2 legs instead of 2 wheels, it's an easy call to make.
It's a nice looking bike. Hopefully we can get it running.
If I want to throw in the bike, I want to run it perfect too.
Okay, not gonna be selling this bike today. This is a huge blow. It cost me a lot of money, a lot of time, and my crew busted ass to get this bike here. Plus, my reputation's on the line. I'm gonna have to do whatever it takes to make this bike run right. I bought this '79 Sportster for 1,400 bucks. I put $8,600 in parts and labor into it, so I'm down 10 grand. But once she's tuned to perfection, I think I can get 20,000 for her. It's just a matter of time.
She's clean, she's mean, she got to get her dancing feet back. Yeah, guys.
We had fun watching the flat trackers the rest of the night,
We'll be back to you later.
but the real action happened the next day.
Good evening and welcome to L&S Backyard Racetrack.
This is either going to be awesome or the most thing I've ever seen.
You know what? Here at RLS, we work hard, especially with the deadlines on these bikes. It breaks it up in between long hours, and you got to work hard and you got to play hard.
We got two racers. We got one. 199 with the beard, 6 foot tall. He could find any motorcycle on the planet. We got Cameron. Cameron! I'll get there eventually. Coming in, looking like he's came straight from a retirement home.
Well, training for a recliner race, as you can probably tell, requires a lot of extra beer drinking.
And next up, Jay Lynch. 6'3", 83 pounds. Holy Jesus, look at that. Whoa!
I take competition very seriously. My dad is an old drag racer, and there's no way I'm going to lose a race to someone in a recliner.
This is one fine piece of machinery. Tell me a little about it, how you feeling about this race.
I'm just happy to be here, man.
Okay, that was boring. I was expecting more. This is the rules of the race. Justin, shut up. No more revving your engine. This is one lap. The rules are, there are no rules. And if you lose, you can't come back. I'm just kidding. We need you both to work, so make sure you're here at 8 a.m. On the count of 3. Are we ready? I need to hit both hands up to say they're ready. All right, 1, 2, 3. Get him! And Jay Lynch is in first. Lynch with a little performance anxiety, not something new. Cameron got the advantage of the aerodynamics. The beard's coming in handy. Come on, Cameron, get it! Come on, baby! Look at that! Come on, baby! Come on, it's almost! And the humble winner. And Justin Lynch comes through with the win. Comes on through.
Thank you to everybody. Cameron for participating. It was kind of a one-person race, so